o'clock, we'll call the meeting to order.
Can you wait till Kelly comes back?
Approval of the agenda.
I'll do that.
Thanks, Bruce. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Any additions to the agenda? I believe there's two. Alberta Water Wastewater Partnership, which is about a grant. And we will put that under administration. I.
Just hang on until we get there.
What'd you call it, Mike?
Wastewater.
Alberta Water Wastewater Partnership. And then we had a Wainwright Christmas Parade request. We'll put that under J for administration, if that works.
A crest for
The
parade?
Christmas Parade on the 6th, they're requesting some support.
You're going to Santa Claus?
I don't know, I'm getting there.
I put pay him and
Practice ho ho.
Yeah, so anybody else have any additions?
Nope.
Okay, if not, if somebody wants to make a motion to accept
I'll
the
make that
additions.
motion.
Thanks, Sean. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, we got some previous meeting minutes, council meeting October 21st. Any errors or omissions that anybody caught?
Didn't see any.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Bruce makes a motion. Thanks, Bruce. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. The organizational meeting of October 28th.
I'll make that motion.
Thanks, Oscar. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. The special meeting of October 28th.
I'll make that motion.
Thanks, Richard. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. And the special meeting of November 12th.
The one meeting where it asked who my, fire board was, it had the old one on here.
On the organizational meeting?
Yeah, on the
Okay.
organization, it is Kent Erickson.
As your community member?
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. Who's off guard? Kent Erickson's my new member.
Okay, so we'll need a motion to add Kent then to that fire board? Okay,
I'll make that.
you'll make that motion?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Back to the special council meeting of November 12th.
I'll
Any
make
errors
that
or
motion.
omissions? Sean, thank you. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. We got two delegations today. The Arm Lake Management Group is coming in at 9:30 and at,
Here now, I think.
are they here already? Okay. And at 10:30, Randy Boychuk with Riverdale is coming for a conversation. Okay, new business, Ag Service Department. Morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody today? How are you? Good, thanks. Okay, we have the Ag Service report there. Any questions or comments? Anything you'd like to add, Shelby?
No, fairly business as usual for this time of year. Next week is our first provincial conference that we've been organizing, so a lot of work has gone into those. And then the next one will be January, which is our Provincial Ag Service Board Conference. We finished our policy review. We have finished our fall rat inspections. Nothing suspicious found out there. Council members, as well as our ASB, joined us for the Northeast Regional ASB Conference. That was hosted by Minburn on November 3rd. And our board members also attended the Braid Agricultural Forum in Galahad, which was excellent. Our beaver control officer has work wrapped up for the season, and he's moving on from us for now. He's been relocated for his wild boar portion of his work. So we'll be filling for a new beaver control officer next season. And our seed cleaning plant inspections, our initial date we did have to postpone, but they have been rescheduled for December. So those will be within the next couple weeks. And that's about all.
Do you know when you're gonna start advertising for the new position for the beaver?
Beaver. We'll have a look at that probably within the next month or so.
Month or two?
Yeah.
Richie can do that.
I'm too busy, Oscar.
Any other questions or comments on the report? If
I'll
not,
move the report.
thanks Bruce. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, get a couple RFDs. The 2026 ASB Provincial Conference.
So this is typically, council has passed a motion to allow additional councillors to attend the provincial ASB conference, aside from just our board members. So this year, it will be in Edmonton on January 20th, 21st, and 22nd, as well as, so the motion is for additional members of council, as well as the municipal administrator to join.
I'll make a motion, we do option one.
Okay, thanks Richard. Any questions or comments? If not, I'll call the question. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. And we have the ASB farm member.
Yeah, that's a close.
That's got to go closed session, yeah. Okay,
I'll make a motion, we'll go into closed session.
thanks Oscar. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
The nomination of Brian Skinner for the ASB rep, member at large.
On right now, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, did you was that on, Stephen? Okay, Robin, do you want to,
I'll make a motion, we accept Brian Skinner's application for ASB member at large.
okay, thanks, Robin. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Thanks, ladies. And Public Works and Safety.
If we hurry, we'll be done by 9:30.
No, it won't.
Sorry.
You didn't read the whole agenda, obviously.
10:30 appointment. Yeah.
You set them straight, Richie.
Well, it's nice to see that we had a lot of interest there. Two really good candidates, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, they both are.
Yeah.
Brian-
Morning, gentlemen.
Brian's worked with Shelby quite a bit too.
Okay, we have the Public Works report in front of you. I'll open it up if anybody has any questions or comments.
Introductions, I've never seen those guys looking that good before.
Need a reflective vest on them to recognize them?
Thank you, Garnet. Appreciate the comment.
Okay, anything you'd like to add, Preston, or elaborate on?
Currently, we're finishing up our crush at the Sullivan Pit. Construction has completed LR5. Equipment has now been moved into McLean Pit, Stasek Pit, Rassick Glasgow Pit. I believe we even had a piece run down to that Craft Pit as well. We're just working on getting some reclamation completed in a few, and then, of course, we did get our expansion granted for the McLean Pit, so we're working on getting that pit ready to go for the spring crush. As well with that, I did get notification yesterday that BF 70948 and 70949 south of Chauvin, those two bridge files, we'll be looking at a final inspection next Monday.
Good.
As discussion goes with the paving projects for A, B, and C, schedules are completed. We do have final inspection coming up on December 2nd. At that point, we can then discuss with the contractor if we have any issues or concerns going forward. Our new plow truck arrived yesterday as well. Informed council of that. So that truck is currently just getting GPS installed, just a couple of the maintenance items that we do in-house, and then it'll be dispatched out to its location. This puts us in a position we've never been in before. Up until this day, we've never had a spare plow truck. So if we've ever had a plow truck go down, then it's an interesting system trying to get all the other trucks to come in and circle on the routes. This will put us at an advantage that if we do have a situation where a plow truck goes down, then we have another one in the queue that can jump in and maintain our level of service that we're used to. So it is a plus for us. As well as the Public Works half-ton and the Service Board half-ton did arrive. One is in service, the other one will be in service here this week. And I think that's pretty much it since our last discussion,
meeting.
guys.
What do we do with the old trucks on the half-ton side, Preston?
Well, one, we prematurely sold one to the landfill last year, so that took care of one of those slots. The other one is, well, we look at the fleet down the line and find not necessarily the oldest one, but the one that needs to be moved out, and then we jog everything down from there.
The one you did the landfill was the 1 ton?
No.
No, I don't think so.
No, it was either a half-ton or a three-quarter ton, I can't fully remember.
Well, we had a meeting last night, and I think we got a 1 ton from you guys, from us.
Okay, it was a 1 ton then.
They're requesting a different
Yeah,
half
they're
ton.
requesting a half-ton now,
If-
if we have one for whatever.
Yeah, we can,
Yeah.
if council chooses to go in that direction, we can most certainly look at that and address that for sure.
And that's pretty,
No,
Landfill.
Wainwright.
Wainwright landfill.
yeah, I don't have a problem.
Okay,
And-
any other,
And I was gonna talk to you about the water systems at Green Shields. Is there anything we can do going forward? It was a hard deal to find the shut-offs for those homes.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't, I guess, standard practice the way they were set up. Ultimately, just for a little referencing, water services usually come perpendicular to the main, straight in from the property, and then from there it can go wherever it wants. These ones did not follow that practice. It was a little tough. Going forward, right now, I mean, we're looking at a couple of ideas that maybe we can purchase a little bit off-base trackers that we can maybe use. There's one item out there we found, it's called a thumper. You attach it to the service, it creates a vibration, then use a listening device to follow it from the house out. That potentially could help you out. I have reached out to a few of my suppliers. I've asked them to look into some ideas. Straight up, if it's a plastic line, there's really not a lot of options they're giving me. So, but I do have some feelers out there to look into that. With that said, now that we understand that, based on what we just did out there, that it's a little bit unconventional, we can look in areas that we would think that the water line may never be, and we might be able to find some stuff there. So that I guess on the other side of the coin is encouraging. So, but we're going to have to dig into that next spring and start looking in areas that I guess we would not consider the water line to be, and maybe we can come up with some positive results. So that's what we're hoping for. But we are looking into some potentially different ways of tracking the water line. The witching did not work for us very well. But
Just too deep?
I don't know.
Potentially?
It's,
Better witcher.
well, I've had 3 guys came out to witch it, and we had 2 results that were concise, but still nothing there. So it's tough. It's an interesting non-science.
Yeah.
So, but it has worked for people in the past.
How old are the lines out there?
I don't have very accurate information on that, but I'm going to say about 1980 based on the materials that are in the ground.
Okay.
So, yeah, when you have a PVC water line, 2-inch, that's getting old.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thin wall water line, a little scary when you dig it up too, because it's not overly structurally strong. But it does the job right now, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
any other questions or comments?
Should we look at changing all the water lines if they're not structurally sound and put in a couple hydrants someplace?
I think that's a planning discussion item we could probably discuss in a little more detail there. I mean, currently, the issue, straight up, that wouldn't work because we'd have to increase our capacity at the reservoir.
Right.
So you would have to look at both
Yep.
in order to do the fire suppression side.
Yep.
So currently what we have right now for distribution works. So I guess that answers your question.
Well, it works till the house burns down.
Well,
Well, was there an issue getting water trucks or what? No?
that's a question you'll have to ask the fire department. I have no clue on that.
Okay.
I mean, you have residential,
Didn't sound-
Peterson Estates, for example, does not have a water distribution system. They have it in the same boat. So, I mean, that's the way the system's designed, so.
Yep.
I agree.
Okay, any other questions or comments? If not, I'll get a motion to accept Public Works report. Thanks, Richard. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Got to be quick, Garnet.
I thought he was half sick today. So he's on it.
On top of my game.
Okay, safety report. Anything you want to add, Ray? It seems that's the trend. You add and then we ask.
Yeah, actually, I don't have anything to add to this report right now. A couple of items I do want to make a little bit of a focus. The pickleball court down at Arm Lake has finally been completed. We have all 3 phases of the project is now done. And also our sewer upgrade project at Riverdale has been completed. So again, this will give us an additional 9 sites that offer the full service. And then just getting prepared for winter activities. We got our track side by side getting prepped up to begin maintaining cross-country ski trails within the Riverdale compounds. and currently working on planning items and budget items and getting ready the safety manual for final draft.
Excellent.
I'll make a motion to accept.
Okay. Any other questions or comments before we go with Oscar's motion? If not, all those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Got a few RFDs to deal with here. Gravel write-off.
Okay, so this year we depleted the three-quarter crush in the Tondu pit north of the Gilt Edge Hall. The difference in, excuse me, the difference in our scaling to what was left on the balance sheet was 8,350.96 metric tons. The motion, or excuse me, the request is to write this difference off so that we can continue.
Okay. Any questions or comments?
Is this normal?
Yeah, there's always a bit of a discrepancy with what comes off the belt and what's been used. It's not an exact science, I guess.
Okay,
Close, but
just thought I'd ask.
okay.
I'll make a motion to go with option one.
Thanks, Bruce. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. And the 26 gravel crushing,
Okay, so we'll be looking at putting out our request for proposals for the 2026 gravel crushing. Estimated amount at 173,750 metric tons. This contract would then have an option to extend into 2027 calendar year.
okay, any questions or comments?
Can we have a little change in our specs that we have?
What would you like to change?
I've been finding we have a lot of sand or clay in our gravel. If we can have a little more elimination, I don't know.
We used to have a modified crush spec, a 420 modified crush spec. We developed that, I think about 2009 or 2010. Kelly maybe remembers that as well. We could implement that into our new crush, and it does it. The idea of that spec was to eliminate more fines. And I think that's what you're asking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Isn't necessarily sand or gravel. I mean, obviously then we just got a screened rock product, right? If we eliminate all that out. So we could try and get the bottom end of our test a little nicer by doing the modified spec, if that's what council would like to proceed with. I don't believe that it affects, the bottom line pricing.
Kind of does.
It potentially could. It depends on the contractor.
Your
Yeah.
elimination was still paid for that.
Yeah. Yeah, the elimination would pick up a bit for sure, yeah. Yeah.
I don't have a problem.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? Not, somebody want to make a motion to?
I'll make that motion. We add modified specs to it also.
So you want to go with option one?
With modified.
With
With the modified
The
spec, yeah.
420 modified spec?
420 modified.
Yeah.
Okay, any questions or comments on that motion? If not, somebody, all those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, gravel hauling.
As well as our gravel hauling contract is up for renewal as well. Same with the gravel crush. We do a 2026 contract with potential to extend into 2027.
Okay, any questions or comments? If not, somebody want to make a
I'll
motion?
make a motion, we advertise for gravel hauling contract.
Thanks, Robin. Option one, all those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
So we'll look at releasing those in January of the new year to close February, hopefully February, maybe March, depending on how council dates end up, right? So,
Okay. We will have to move that March council date, just so you're aware.
yeah, fair enough.
Okay, RFD for cat safety training.
Okay, so this, I can handle this one. This was an opportunity from Finning to tour the cat factory. So we're looking at the potential, if council supports it, sending the director of public works and the deputy director. So it's cost neutral. They're going to give us a credit on our parts account for any costs that are incurred. So there'd be no cost to the MD as far as the credit is concerned. So this would be a great opportunity. It doesn't come around very often. I can't remember the last time we've taken advantage of this, maybe 20, 25 years ago. No? Yeah. So anyway, it doesn't come around very often. So some positives from this would be to kind of mingle with the CAT advancements, new technology, and high-profile company representatives to bring our concerns directly to these people that make the decisions that change product, and also an opportunity to meet the inline staff, the people actually making this equipment, would be an opportunity to meet with them. So I don't know, it's an opportunity to take advantage, so it's up to council whether they want to support this.
I'll make a motion to go with option one.
Who are you sending again, I'm sorry?
Preston and Mike.
And not the safety guy?
No.
So do you need to chaperone?
What about a counselor that likes Chicago?
No, I think.
No.
If it's a safety thing, why are you not sending the safety?
It's actually called governmental training days.
So the word
That's
safety is not.
that's the actual title.
Yeah.
It's called governmental
So
training days.
will you get a chance to
There-
speak with engineers?
Yeah, there is a component where you sit down with the engineers and they want feedback.
Oh, good.
They want to listen to you.
Yeah.
A good point was back when they did their switch from steering wheel to joystick was quite an interesting feedback session back in those days. So there's also a networking component. I mean, we will be involved with other public works peoples from Alberta, not from across Canada. So we'll be in our own network. So I mean, that component itself is quite advantageous to discuss what you're going on within your organization, what they have in their organization, and just learning that their problems are the same as your problems and understanding how they're solving them might be a little different to what we're doing here too. So that component is very attractive. They're also looking for feedback in regards to their warranty programs, what you get out of it, what you don't like about it, and obviously the engineering side, which I think we do have some discussion with Caterpillar, especially on the dual cone seals that we've experienced many of on our scrapers. That's a very frustrating point.
So
Okay.
safety's a misprint or what?
No, there is a safety component of it.
Yeah, it's a bit misleading. It should have read, what was the term you used, Preston?
It's governmental training days.
Yeah, government.
And there is a safety component of it as well. So they do equipment walk around, overview, orientation, and obviously safety as well.
So you don't feel the need to send the safety guy, really, or what?
I think at this point the advantage is for the public works
Okay.
side of it, yes.
Yep, okay.
And you're comfortable with both our director and assistant director going on this?
You asking me that question?
I am, yes.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Are you?
Well, if you are, I am.
Okay.
We might have to cancel Oakwood, though.
Well, I promise to come back if that's where the question's leading into.
What is with that chair? I don't know. Okay, no, that's fine. And Oscar, any other questions or comments for?
I think it makes perfectly good sense to, especially if it's cost neutral, like there's no reason not to send them.
Okay. Oscar made the motion. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Have fun.
Okay, thanks, gentlemen. Okay, we'll bring our delegation in.
Take a couple minutes.
What's that? That's not good. Who did that, A1?
I don't know who they had doing it for us.
A1 was a contractor.
Morning, thanks.
Or Andrew's husband, wife.
Richard Woodall, Division 3.
Garnet Guy, Division 6.
Bruce Cup.
Issues-wise, I think we had a couple of water issues, but my man Ray over there, he was all over it and helped us out, like, within seconds. You'd shoot him a text, and the text was right back, and he was all over it, so definitely appreciate that. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I'm pretty much just open to questions as far as what you guys are looking for, so.
No, excellent. Is there any questions anybody has, or I'll just make a comment. I did talk to some people that camped out there, and they were very happy this year with the contractor, with you folks, so.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'll just start with that. But you had a question, Bruce?
No.
No?
No, it's just flexing.
Oh.
I also heard, you know, that your staff was really well received and a great group and
Good.
yeah, nothing but good news, really.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Have you practiced on the pickleball court yet?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, just,
Sorry.
Bruce just asked about pickleball, so you're speaking over top of
The
him.
only thing I know is that the light wasn't quite carrying her load that she wasn't showing up with. The only thing I know is that the light wasn't quite carrying her load that she wasn't showing up with.
That's true.
She's more the supervisor type.
Upper
Yeah,
management.
exactly, yeah, yeah. No, that pickleball court was awesome this year, so thank you guys for putting that in. That there wasn't too many days where that was empty, that's for sure. So now it's all fenced and stuff. so
Is it hard
it's-
to mitigate the people that are signing things out and that? Like it's a.
No, we don't rent any of this stuff, we just lend it out to
Okay,
them.
okay.
And really, there's only, you can have 4 people at a time kind of
Perfect.
thing, right?
Yeah,
So
okay.
next year might be a little different, because it might be a little busier, and we might have to kind of control how long people are on there. Other than that, no, it's a great addition. for
Did you
sure.
see more basketball usage, or was it pickleball usage?
I think the kids more basketball, but you know what? There's probably 50-50, honestly.
Good.
It's a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
So. And we put,
What was that, Oscar? I missed that comment.
Well, they want a baseball diamond, small one, so they can host some tournaments. Some of the other counties.
that's Jody's baby, that one, so she can talk to that.
Oh, I just want a basic line, that's all. That's just a dream, pipe dream.
Pipe dream?
Just one more thing for
Field-
kids to do instead
field
of getting in
dream.
trouble out
Yep.
there, I guess. But, yeah.
Do you have a spot in mind? Like
Yeah.
what would be open down in the group thing or where?
By the golf.
It's kind of where the pickleball court is, and
Okay.
then road to the service sites, the full service sites out there. There's
Yeah.
a big open field there.
Okay.
Probably somewhere there, I guess. But, yeah. What else? We threw the frisbee golf out there, so that some people like that, some people, so. But no, I think for the most part, people know that the breakers are kind of temperamental. So.
I'd like to see some more air circulation in the kitchen. It gets pretty smoky, and I mean, I've talked to your employees.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you go in there, you've got doors up, that system isn't working with the heat.
Yeah, and that fan is extremely loud too, which makes the employees not want to turn it on so much, because you guys have spoken about that prior to.
Yeah, so that's all fine.
Part of
Yeah,
it.
so.
Yeah, so we've done the rest of the roof shelter, or site shelters already in previous years, it's just these are.
Good.
Yeah, and then, I mean, in a perfect world, it would be nice, all those non-serviced ones along the road, it'd be nice to run some power or something to those, because they just kind of sit unused for the most part. They're kind of in overflow spots, but I don't think it would take too much just to run some power pedestals up there. Make it a lot more.
How many of them?
Well, it's 122 to 1, so probably 8, but I'm sure you could get at least a dozen in there once you started running power and stuff like that. Because for the most part, those sit empty all summer, because people want to run their AC and stuff like that. So. Yeah. Other than that, I guess maybe the docks at the beaches and the boat launch, they're pretty worn. The one at the public beach broke this year. So I think it's just a matter of time for the other ones. There's a lot of people that run up and down on those things all summer, so.
That beach was utilized pretty
They
well
take
this
a
year?
beating, oh yeah, yeah, for sure, yeah, you betcha,
That's another item on.
Yeah.
yeah. So. But yeah, like I say, anything that I could think of, Ray's already thought of, so. So, no, I think it's, all good.
Is your work space big enough for your cat tender?
I mean, the biggest thing that we have to work on are those mowers, the fairway mowers and stuff like that, and they do flip up. They do stick out a little bit on the road when we're working on this stuff, but we have the road closed signs and things like that. But I mean, if there's big things that we need to work on, we could always go to the compound and stuff like that, so I'm not too worried about that, honestly. When it's raining, I don't do that stuff, so. There's always tomorrow. But yeah, anything you guys can think of that would be on your wish list, feel free.
I don't know why you confused that why the mower sits there with its swings out and the pylon, but you could just mow a little bit side together and
That's an operational concern?
As
well, it's a concern if somebody runs into it. Yeah.
by that tool shed there? Yeah, we had parts that we had to get ordered and we couldn't move it at that point. We thought we had the right parts and then things broke that weren't supposed to break, so that was kind of a one-off kind of
Bit of a one-off.
situation, yeah.
Any other questions or comments? Good. Well, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
And we appreciate it. We know it's a pretty stressful summer out there. It's long hours and like I said, Robin and I have mentioned, and we've talked as a group, and the feedback has been very positive, so.
Good. Well,
We
we
appreciate that.
Hopefully everything stays that way, so it's good. And thanks for giving us the opportunity to do it. Appreciate that.
Okay,
That's it,
thanks
that's
very
all.
much.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. Take care.
Okay. No, yeah, we'll just. We'll get through finance and maybe administration. That's about the problem. Yeah. Okay, moving on to finance. Accounts are there. Everybody got a chance to view the accounts? It's a good month, yeah. Okay, somebody want to make a motion to accept the accounts? Bruce?
I can do that.
Thank you. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Financial statements there. Any questions or comments on that? Okay, thanks, Oscar. Oscar makes a motion to approve the financial statement. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Reserves are there for your information. And we're moving on to administration. We got the monthly status report there in front of you. Any questions or comments on where we're at with the monthly status report? Okay, if not, that's information as well. And website statistics. So the information's there. Any questions or comments on the website stats?
Is that higher and lower or lower than normal?
It's up a little bit.
It's up a bit?
And is there certain parts that we're seeing the most traffic in? Like in administration or in,
We saw a lot more hits go to the counselor web pages, your bio pages. One of the biggest ones is the ownership map. Gets downloaded quite a bit. I have to take a look at my report for everything. Yeah, the river, the Parks and Recreation section is one of the biggest ones.
good. Any other questions or comments on that?
What's the ownership now?
Okay. We also have some letters from Irma, Chauvin, and Edgerton thanking us for our commitment for the infrastructure grant. Chauvin sent another letter requesting some help that'll get, we've already had the motion to move that to planning, so we'll just accept that as information. And then we have an RFD for upcoming important dates.
We typically have had, took care of these items, I guess we can call them, in one day. So if we could have them before the 16th, which is a regular council meeting, that would be great, because if there's any motions that would come to that would come to the December meeting.
December 16th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we can have it prior to that, there's that week, I think the 9th, 10th, or 11th, if that works for everybody.
I think we have MPC on the 9th.
Yep.
And training in the afternoon I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Brownlee's, yeah.
So the
Yeah,
whole,
training in the morning.
So
yeah.
So
Oh,
it-
right, MPC.
12th is finance.
Would the,
12th is finance.
That's you, Garner.
yeah, would the 11th work?
December 11th, is that a good date for everybody? Looks good for me right now.
Yeah, looks good to me.
Are we looking at a full day? Kevin,
I would say so.
probably?
We'll start at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
You know, we might be done by noon, but I'm thinking if
No.
if we go a little bit longer, it's not out of the ordinary.
Just checking.
Yeah.
December 11th.
You wouldn't want to go the week
For
prior?
policy review, safety review, 3-year operating,
Is that too
5-year.
soon?
Yeah, that's a little bit too soon.
Okay.
It gives us a little bit more prep time.
Okay, yeah.
So capital purchases and road planning
Yeah,
would be on too?
Yes.
and a little bit of a pre-planning
So
agenda.
everything on this list
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we'll do a policy review, which I'd mentioned when I did your orientation. So we'll go through the policy manual, which everybody has a copy of. And it's not that, I mean, it depends on how deep you guys want to go through it. We could go through it piece by piece, or we can go through it with just the changes. It's what everybody's comfortable with. Same thing with the safety manual. Ray will lead us through that. And then we'll go through the salary remuneration review. We'll have some numbers for you guys, and you have a discussion in respect to that, where you want to go for that situation. And then you'll do my CAO evaluation, which I'll give you a copy of it ahead of time, so you'll have time to renew it. It's pretty straightforward. Ask some pretty pointed questions about me, but if you have any questions, either reach out to myself or Neil or Mike. And then 3-year operating plan, we touched on that when we did the orientation last Wednesday. We also touched on the 5-year capital plan. We'll probably go into a little bit more detail on the 5-year capital plan to give you an idea of kind of what projects we're looking at in the next 5 years. I think that's fairly important. And capital purchases and road planning. So what we do there is Preston will come in with his department. He'll have, if there's any urgent purchases, capital graders, scrapers, reclaimers, trucks, or whatever that need to be addressed that cannot wait till planning because of a time crunch and ordering and delivery dates, he'll bring them to that meeting. And they're probably, I can't remember if there's a motion at that meeting or we just would refer it to the next meeting, which would be December 16th, which would be just the following week. And then we'll go through a pre-planning agenda. We'll go through the road plan. Sorry, I missed that. So we'll have a map like this. It'll be out front there, and it'll give you an idea of what we're doing for the next, for 2026 going forward.
Construction and hard
Construction.
surfacing.
Okay.
And the reason we want to bring that to the December meeting is because of approvals, Water Act approvals, power approvals, line moves, working with TELUS and oil and gas companies for crossings. And then the pre-planning would be, you know, we'll have a draft agenda on items. I think I went over the action list from last planning meeting, giving an idea of what we talk about. So we'll have a draft agenda from administration, and anything that councillors would want to think of or add to the planning meeting, we'll add it onto the agenda, and then it gives administration the opportunity to do the research and getting the background information for the actual planning meeting, which we set sometimes in, I guess it's either February or March.
March, usually first week of March, and last couple times. So it's a full day. there's quite a
Right.
bit to go over, and
Yeah.
so does December 11th, is there any objections to December 11th?
I think that works.
I'll take the day off.
Oh, yeah, you're stressed right out.
Okay, December 11th it is, I guess we'll have to set them by motion. Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, thanks, thanks, Richard. You should make the motion since you committed to
Yeah.
making sure you're here. So. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, we have a couple of issues with our January and March council dates. Couple events that are on the same date, so we have to set alternative dates. So that is the 22nd of January, 21st, sorry.
The 20th.
20th.
22nd is the ASB, right?
Yeah, so is our preference to go the day before or the 23rd? The
I already
19th
have
or
it
the-
that we moved it to the 28th.
I don't know. I don't have it in there as the 28th. I would think we'd try to keep it on that same week, the 21st, or the 19th, or the 23rd.
23rd would work.
Sorry, I couldn't find a motion for that.
Okay.
I could look again,
Do we have
but,
time for council, 23rd? Mark's back? Okay.
That's what, so ASB is 19, 20, 21?
20, 21st, 22nd, isn't it?
I have it on my phone as 22, 23.
20th to 22nd.
Yeah, 22nd.
Probably coming back the morning of the 23rd.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
the banquet
yeah.
would be the 22nd.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's right.
Okay, somebody want to make a motion to move the
I'll
January
make that
date?
motion.
Or do you want it both in, can we do both dates in one motion? or
yeah,
you
we
want
can do
separate?
both dates in one motion.
Okay, so just
Go
give
to
us one
March.
sec.
Yeah.
Let's go to March.
Should we run that on the 20th? Would that work better, Tyson, for
What's
council?
going on in March?
Yeah. Okay,
RMA.
So you want to do,
You say 20th?
March 20th. So the RMA conference is 16th, 17th, 18th. We're back on the 19th. Just move it to the 20th. Maybe have finance on the 19th.
13th.
13th, okay.
Okay, does, any objections to the March 20th council meeting? Everybody's good with that date? Okay. So Sean, you want to make the motion for
Yep.
January 27th and March 20th?
Correct.
Okay, any other questions or comments? All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. And now we get to deal with the technical stuff, laptops for council and staff.
Well, what we try to do is rotate our machines out on a specific time frame, and that's usually 5 years. We find the components and issues come up with these machines as they age. So we want to keep up to make sure that we have the tip-top security issues and machines that are working to the utmost ability for councillors and staff. So we're coming due with some of the councillor ones and some staff ones here. So we've priced out 3 companies to provide these, and I'm not sure how many are, I guess I could do the math. I guess there's 18, right? 18 in total?
That's what it's got in the price.
That's what it says here, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Two special ones.
and then 2 special ones, which we use for a little bit more technical. Those would be, I believe, for our mechanics and our ASB staff. Oh, no, that's in the office here for a little bit more technical for GIS. Sorry, I'm sorry about that, yeah. So there's two of those. So you see the prices in front of you, and I'm not sure where council wants to go with that.
I do like the little MacBook that other councils have that are quite small for taking to other meetings, because I find that we're using our phones. This thing just is really big, but I realize that changes everything. It's
I need
just,
bigger glasses.
well, it's just big when you're at a meeting at, say, the library or whatever.
How difficult would it be to get MacBooks integrated into?
Maybe for next time, I don't know. They're just smaller, less cumbersome than a big bag.
I haven't researched.
Or something smaller. Is that, am I using the right term?
They do make smaller Windows machines too.
Do they? Yeah. Just my 2 cents. Sorry.
I guess just as a, you know, I don't know much about laptops, so I'll refer this question to Stephen, but you know, we have 3 different brands there. Is there one brand that we've used in the past and have had good results with it, or are they all spec the same and brand doesn't really matter?
Brand kind of matters. Our current machines, we're starting to see a lot of failures in keyboards and batteries. You'll see failure rates with all laptop brands. The biggest question is, you know, the replacement warranty. The top one there that we have, their big thing is that everything is user replaceable in it. So if something does fail, then I can replace and repair the laptop without having it be sent away. And that's one of the big selling features I like about them. They were all spec'd to the same specifications.
Okay.
I'll make a motion for that. Councilman
I was just gonna make a comment. Would it be smart to have a policy that these things get rotated without needing to bring it to council? Like we would rotate so many per year, I guess would be an idea.
We used to have a policy where it was every 5 years or 4 years that we would replace laptops, but the expenditure, because of that, always had to come back to council for approval anyway.
Yeah,
so,
it's more cost.
yeah,
Okay.
it's the money amount that brings it to council.
Robin, you have a preference?
For what?
You kind of, for the brand that we're looking
No,
at, the
that's-
options in front of us?
I don't know one from the other, but a MacBook, it'd be nice if they were smaller.
Okay.
Next time. You like it smaller?
Well, I don't care, I want it.
Stephen,
Yeah.
is there an option to take, say, Eurocom and replace whoever on a preference basis with a smaller unit, similar to a MacBook? Like, these aren't Macs, these are PCs, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just wondered if there was a PC version of a little fella.
There is.
Yeah. More money.
Not always more money, but
You lose a bit.
yeah, and the only reason why I haven't gone with the smaller ones is because council in the past has requested the larger screens.
Yeah, because
So,
they can't see.
You're one with glasses on.
It happens to the best of us.
I'm just kidding. Thank
And I'm
you.
assuming it's easier if they're just all the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is,
Yeah,
yes.
that makes
Garnet,
sense.
you have a preference on which brand we go with?
No, bigger's better in my view.
Okay.
Well, it looks like they're all the same size, so.
Yeah.
Well, Stephen, if you're fine with the top option, Eurocom, I'm good with it. I don't know them at all, HP and Lenovo. Lenovo have been around forever, but if that's your preference, Oscar, do you have a preference? I didn't ask you, sorry.
No, no,
Whatever Stephen thinks is the best option for us?
that's exactly right. That's something you should use too.
Okay. Okay, Oscar makes a motion to go with, is it number one? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to, my computer. Is to go with option number one, to purchase the laptops for council and staff with the specific GIS laptops for those users, and it'll be Eurocom. Is that correct? Stephen, you're good with that?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, all those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, Christmas and New Year's hours, RFD. So everybody had a look at that. We're also closed Thursday, January 1st for New Year's Day.
Is there any desire for council to close the office on the 2nd to make that, well, a little bit?
I was gonna mention that.
Close it.
We did that last year, because instead of opening and having everybody come back for the one day, we had a motion to close the 2nd as well.
Yeah,
so.
now what about half day on the 24th?
Like, yeah, Yeah,
closing
that's-
at noon.
Noon, yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with that. Closing at noon on 24th.
It's, I can tell you, I've been here, usually we let most of the staff go, and usually Neil and I just are here at noon. And the phone doesn't ring once, and nobody comes through the door except Preston to see how things
Oh,
are
I
going.
locked the door then.
I'd make a motion to take the afternoon of the 24th and all day January 2nd.
Okay. Any other comments or questions in regards to Sean's motion? No? If not, all those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, member bulletins are there. RMA, wastewater. So this is one of the additions.
Are we gonna do the,
Tax rule, you missed.
We have an arrears.
Did I
there's an
miss one?
arrears dispute?
The tax cancellation.
Oh, I don't have it on that one.
No.
Okay, give me a sec here.
It's not on the agenda, but.
Yeah, we
it's
do
in the
have
book.
an RFD, a request from a ratepayers in regard to arrears from 2024 that were left on taxes unpaid. They've written a letter. Did everybody have a chance to read the letter? It kind of explains where they're at on that. So I guess if I got it straight, there was some documentation, some notices that were not received. They were in two bundles. One was with both their names, and one was with just one of the couple's names. I believe they received the ones with the one couple's names. Yeah, it's one or the other. And the other set, which are in different envelopes, were not received, allegedly. So we've done an investigation with our staff here, and as far as we know or can confirm is all the notices were sent out. And we have not had any returned as non-deliverable from Canada Post. So I'm not sure what council wants to do with it. They're pretty adamant that they've been, I must say, they've been very good ratepayers over the years. They've been paying their taxes, and they were, they're upset, notably, and
What are they asking?
How much are
And-
the arrears?
their total, okay, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls, and the total rolls on the arrears were $62.18.
That's all they're asking for is.
It's just the interest. Yeah,
The
That's just the interest, yeah.
just the interest to be forgiven.
There was a postal strike, I believe, at that time, so I don't know what was going on. I think so. He was
Yeah,
on
if
again, off again, on
If
again,
they've
off
been good
again.
in the past, then we've got to keep our
Is there not a
ratepayers
notice
happy.
that goes out if you miss paying?
Well, what we do is we put an ad in the paper saying that the 2024 assessment and tax notices have been mailed out.
Yeah. But if you forget to pay them, do we not send them a letter saying that you forgot to pay?
Not necessarily, no.
No, we
No,
don't.
okay.
We send them the assessment or tax notices out, and then we put that out in the paper in case someone's missing it or didn't get their notice.
Right.
That would be our fail-safe that we've sent the notices out in the paper. It's legislatively required
Okay.
in case we miss someone.
Okay, any other questions or comments? If not, Oscar made the motion to cancel the tax arrears for the 5 rules that are listed. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, now we're at member bulletins. And then we have, do you want to deal with these two, or do you want to come back to them? Is he? Okay, let's, we'll leave it here for now. We'll break for coffee, and then we'll come back and deal with the other two administration part of it. Everybody
Sure,
good?
just turn your microphone on before you.
Good, Mike.
Okay, we'll call the meeting back to order. I was gonna come get you, Randy, but
Robin dragged him in.
yeah. So we have our second delegate of the day, Randy, here to discuss with council Riverdale.
Yes,
Yes, sir. How are you today?
I'm good. Everybody else?
Good. Good, thank you.
Yes.
So we'll do quick introductions here. We'll start with yourself if you want, Randy.
Okay.
We just so you know, we are streaming this live on social media, I guess. So just so you're aware, just so everybody knows who you are and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, Randy Boychuk from Long Wainwright. And I have a campsite down there in Riverdale.
Okay.
Sorry. And I have a camper down there at Riverdale, and I'm just was wondering about the power issues that we've had down there.
Okay. Thanks for that. We'll just start with my right side and go around. So
Well, I know you, Randy, Ray Morrison.
Yeah, Richard Woodall, Division 3.
Garnet Mackay, Division 6.
Bruce Cummins, Division 5.
Mike Wildebohr, the Reeve.
Hi, Randy. Kelly Baczynski. We met the other day.
Yeah.
Sean Rue, Division 7.
And Robin Layton, Division 4.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
so you asked for council to address some power concerns at Riverdale.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I have, biggest problem down there is there is lots of 50 amp trailers now that come right straight from the factory with a 50 amp cord, and you are supposed to plug them into a 50. You are not supposed to reduce them to a 30. Now, last year, I had to trade my trailer off because I burnt the air conditioner out, I burnt out the microwave.
So just a quick question. So are you a seasonal site? Have you had the same site for a number of
Yes,
years?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
okay, and Darren Jenkins had the same thing happen to him, and the problem was we couldn't even unplug from the pedestal because it was just welded right in there. So I took the cord over to Jerry at, whoops,
All good.
Jerry at Battle River Electric, and he said, yes, he's well aware of the problem down there. And he said, I did talk to council, but they completely refused it.
Okay.
And so then I talked to Kyle Peterson, who also is down there, and he was supposed to send me a letter, but instead he sent it to Robin, I guess. But, to do with his concerns down there. But everybody is basically the same. Power issues, those big trailers, you can't run no more than, well, we only run one, maybe two things at the most.
Okay, so just to give you a little bit of background on council side, I don't know if we've had Jerry in here to discuss the power issues at council level anyways. He might have had some conversations with some of our staff. But it is on our radar, it is on our planning agenda in November and going into March to look at some of the issues we're having down there and some of the, I guess, a broad overview of what we can do and how we can mitigate some of the issues we're having.
Okay, I spoke with Jerry myself, and he said, number one, your transformer is too small.
And I think that to drive home what you're trying to say, I think, is that it's not that everybody wants a 50 amp service. It's the service that we provide right now is super inconsistent, and it's often melting things and surging
Right.
and causing issues with your trailers. Like the email that I got from Mr. Jensen, it was quite expensive. His surge protector did what it was supposed to do, but it fried everything from the plug-in to his trailer and cost him quite a bit of money. Not requiring 50 amp service, just that the service that we do provide is inconsistent and often has bumps and things like that. Right, Randy? Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I sold my trailer and I bought Dale Cullen's trailer, who's also a yearly person down there. And he told me right off the hop, you gotta get a surge protector because the MD's power down there is terrible. So I went and spent $400 and bought a surge protector. And then so that was this past year. And now when I went to unplug a 30 amp out of your box, same thing, couldn't get it out. It was all fried. So I got pictures of it here. But one leg, according to Jerry, is a hot leg, I think, and then your ground. Then he says the other one is supposed to be a hot line also.
Yeah.
So I don't know how power works, but
Yeah, so I appreciate you coming in and expressing your concerns, but this is on our radar, it is on our planning agenda, so we will be having a discussion in November and possibly into March yet on what direction. And maybe at planning, one of the things that will come out of it is we do an overview look of our system, and we do get a third party in to look at our system. We haven't looked at that, we've had some other issues that have come forward, but maybe that's the direction council will take at that time. So,
now, so next year we don't have nothing. We got to deal with what we have now. Is that correct?
yeah, until council makes a decision or we get the information we need to make the proper decision going forward. So, yeah, essentially until we do our due process and go through planning and go get all the information that we would require, nothing's gonna change until we have a motion saying it does.
Okay. Now, the biggest problem is there's a lot of $100,000 units down there. And what happens when there's a fire?
Yeah,
Who's
that's a good question.
responsible? I went to the insurance company and I asked them the same question. And they said it'll probably be 50% on me and 50% on you guys with a lawyer involved.
Yeah, we can ask our administration to look in that and see what our liability is with that. But I do, we haven't had a fire there yet, knock on wood.
Yeah.
And I hope we don't. But it is on our radar and we are moving forward. That's all the information I can essentially tell you until we get into it.
Okay. So you people are gonna look into it?
It's on our planning agenda already prior to you coming. There was some things that we had to look at. So, yeah, and then it'd probably be, we do pre-planning in November and we do planning in March. So by then we should have an idea on what direction council's gonna take.
Okay. You don't really have anything else? Other than the
Any-
power?
I guess any questions for Randy before he leaves, if council has any members of council?
You're happy with everything else,
Yeah.
other than the power?
Just power, and it would sure be nice to get a load of gravel in there, you know, spread around the S-curve there, because there's no gravel in there at all.
Okay.
We had a grader come through last year, and he couldn't do nothing with it.
Well, some of those areas pretty tight for a grader.
But he had no problem.
No, you did all right, good.
Yeah,
You let the area councilor know. He's aware.
yeah,
The gravel's an easy one.
yeah.
Yeah, the other one, yeah,
I
it's
know the gravel's
a little more complicated, but.
across the river.
Yeah,
So,
oh yeah, no problems there. The electrical, I don't know.
Yeah, but we're not advertising as a 50 amp service, are
No.
No,
So-
we are not
But we
advertising
are
as 50 amp.
Advertising as powered,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I don't know if that's new code, 50 amp, I don't know. I mean, that's for some expert to
I mean,
figure
you go
out.
to a lot of campsites, you only got 15 amp.
Yeah,
You go to what they service you, not what you demand.
yeah. Well, and that's,
If it's a safety issue,
Yeah.
I think we should look into it.
Oh, yeah, we gotta look into it.
Yeah, if you've got melted
and
melted
that
plugs,
is
that's
on
not
the
good.
agenda for planning to
That's
look
a
at that. And
surge,
there's,
not a
Yeah.
50 amp issue.
No.
That's the service that's.
That's
We,
not a
we
shenanigans,
do,
that's
and
something
maybe it's worth mentioning that we do put out certain precautions to anybody with a 50 amp, that there are restrictions and precautions that they should undertake in respect to limiting loads and the capacities and the limitations to a 30 amp breaker. Because there are differences. So we try to do our best. We've got something posted at the clubhouse, and there are handouts that are provided for some of the patrons. So we try to communicate that there are issues to see if we can solve these issues or at least minimize these issues. But it's pretty hard to police all of what's happening on these sites, and we don't know if they're happening or not. So
yeah,
I do know of 3 different people down there with hot tubs. Figure that one out. They're all on 50 amp, so.
yeah. We've heard some of the issues out there, and like I said, we're looking at it on a pretty broad scope. Some of those issues have, and we'll look at that at planning. That'll be part of the discussion at planning on whether we start restricting some of these, I'll call them utilities or extracurricular stuff. I don't know.
Right.
That, we'll have that discussion though. So, anybody else have anything?
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Yes, thank
No,
you.
thanks for coming in, Randy.
You are not being ignored, it's due process.
Yeah.
No, well,
As fast as the wheel can turn.
yeah, well, it's a little faster.
Yeah.
But, because Kyle has been bringing it up since 2022.
Okay. Yeah.
He said in his letter to
Yep,
you.
that's
And
it.
he was supposed to send it to me too, but I never got it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so other than that, I don't really have any more to add. Okay,
Okay,
Perfect.
appreciate you coming in, Randy.
okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, what else?
Come out this way, man.
Yeah, that way there, Randy.
Have a good rest of the week.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
too.
thanks for coming in.
She doesn't know.
Okay. Okay, so we'll take that under advisement, planning and move forward.
We're gonna get back to master plan to let them know what direction we're going.
That would be good.
Or do you want to make a public announcement?
His counselor.
He's the only one that came in. We'll still make a public announcement.
I think there's been some
I'll-
emails and,
I'll
sorry.
follow up and let them know, thanks for attending the meeting and providing the information and your concerns. And I'll say we're going to be discussing this further for, I'll come up with some wordings on whatever, pick a date, March something, and then get back to you shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay, moving on back to administration and taxation. We are on I, Alberta Municipal Water Wastewater Partnership.
Okay, we, council, when I say we, I meant council and myself and Blake. Yeah, Blake, I don't think you were there. You had another function you had to attend, you were unavailable. So Preston was there, but we met with Alberta Transportation, not the minister, but the executive director from the central region. So a really good meeting, and we were going to get their support for an application for Green Shields in Fabian to review the water systems. So we've done some work on determining what exactly is needed to be done there, because we've had some challenges, some maintenance issues. The systems are about 25 years old, so they're in need of considering to be replaced, or at least upgraded. So they seem to be pretty supportive of us putting an actual application in for the nuts and bolts of it and the technical aspects, as opposed to just a study. They don't like to fund studies, is what we were told. So we had a bit of a meeting with our engineers, and that's exactly what they're going to get us, is some technical information. They've identified the problems in both systems, and they're going to help us prepare a grant application. And because the timelines are fairly tight here, it's due on November 30th, so we're fairly confident we'll get that done. But all we need is a motion to support this application, which is required by the program, by the Alberta Municipal Water Wastewater Program.
I'll make a motion, we apply for the grant. Option 1.
Okay, any questions or comments?
Who's the engineer?
McElhaney Engineers from Lloydminster.
Okay,
And what, can I just ask quick, why does
Yep.
not having meters affect the grant? Do you know why?
I think that's new.
Okay,
When I looked at that hasn't been in the criteria for past years, but it's added in. I believe they want you to be a little bit more conservative, a little bit more responsible in what do they call that? Well, conserving water, right, with
Okay.
meters, or at least keeping track, so Alberta Environment knows they can know how much water is being used there, because of the water shortages and so on.
okay.
So it's not a significant amount.
Okay.
I think it's like 10 or 15% or something like that.
It also
Okay.
helps to track leaks in the line.
Of course it does, I just wondered why it affected the grant, that's all.
Yeah.
okay, any other questions or comments before I? No? Okay, all those in favor of Robin's motion? Opposed? Carried. And moving on, Robin. Yeah. So, Wainwright and District Chamber of Commerce Santa Claus Parade.
So this is in addition as well. So they're planning a parade on December 6th, and the Chamber of Commerce is one of the sponsors, so they're inviting the MD of Wainwright to participate, to entertain, and to perform. So we have 3 options to choose from.
Santa's right there.
Oh.
So we'll leave that to whoever, I guess Mike delegates that to. That's one of his powers as Reeve, is to delegate that and what he chooses to do. But anyway, it sounds like a great opportunity for the MD to get exposure. I know we're members of the Chamber of Commerce, and it's an active group. So it'd be good for the youth and the small children of our community to put out a Santa Claus parade to kick off the Christmas season. And did I say it's December 6th? I believe that's a Saturday. And I believe they're going to have some particular horses,
Draft, it looks like.
draft horses. And they're estimating that the cost of one of these is $500. So that's kind of where they're going with their request.
Okay, any questions or comments?
Like, there's different ideas on what to sponsor as well, like a warm-up station. Add to the fund, like in your second piece of paper? Or do you want to vary, are you asking for this specific?
Well, I think whatever representative we send gets to ride the horse, don't they?
Right.
If you can ride a draft horse. I'd
Don't
pay to
laugh,
see
Sean.
that.
Remember his comments that I get to delegate.
I assumed that we'd be making them
There's
float.
somebody back there that rides
I'll
horses.
make
Like,
a
do we have-
motion to go with option
Do we have signs
And
for the
Mike
float?
rides in this.
Yep.
No.
Mike can be Santa.
I'm going to eat
It's the only one with belly enough.
so they're involved.
You're involved too, okay. So Oscar went with to make the motion for option 1, approve administration to set up sponsorship for the MD to participate in the 2025 Santa Claus Parade. Any questions or comments on that?
Any specific type of sponsorship?
Well, that's what I meant, like you got all these options on this sheet. Are we just gonna set this price for you and let you do what you like?
I think we should set that price and
Yeah.
let them do where
Yeah.
where
Let
they,
it- let it be
they,
surpri- let
they
it be
feel they need
surprise.
it, then they can use it
Yeah,
accordingly.
that's what I'd prefer, yeah.
Is there a limit as far as what we want to spend? That you can give us?
It's on here.
You have $500. but did you-
$500? Okay.
But I mean,
Did you want more?
did you want more? Yeah.
$500 is plenty.
Drive the new truck in the parade.
I don't
There you
know
go.
Done.
where they get two Clydesdales unless it's from Chris for $500.
It says the Vermilion Egg Society. No? From the Vermilion Egg Society.
Yeah. So that's up to you guys. I think $500 to start this year would probably,
Yeah, and if they
Be
need
adequate?
more, I'm sure they'll be back every year once you start this.
Oh,
yeah, yeah, and it's a good thing for the
It's a
community,
good
so.
thing, yeah.
Okay, so Oscar's motion was to go with option 1 with Sean on the float.
I don't remember hearing that second part.
That's
Just
right,
so we're
Mike.
clear.
You boys want the door, signed by Mike.
Oh, yeah, me and Mike.
Remember, S-H-A-U-S.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
any other questions or comments on Oscar's motion of going with option 1 and $500 sponsorship? All those in favor?
Yay,
Opposed?
Sean.
Carried.
Thanks,
I think that's a Reeve job.
That's good of them, right?
It's Reeve and Deputy Reeve.
Yeah, Reeve and Deputy Reeve.
Because, Deputy Reeve could boost them up.
See?
I'm going to the equine center that.
I think I'm away that day as well.
We have a
actually.
landfill meeting. We can't
The
go.
kids' Christmas party at the equine centers that day.
I didn't think the Santa Claus parade would
Make a
elicit
20
such
minute,
discussion and debate, but
20-minute debate.
It's funny what triggers it, huh?
yeah. What's up? We're good?
I just lost my agenda package.
Okay. So moving on, we have a bylaw. Bylaw number 1720, speed limit on Ascot Drive. Therefore, the Council of the Municipal District of Wainwright, number 61 in the province of Alberta, duly assembled, hereby enacts the maximum speed limit for all vehicles shall not exceed 50 kilometers per hour on the following roads. Township Road 442 between Range Road 65 and Range Road 70. So I need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Thanks, Robin, is the first reading. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. For the second reading,
I will.
who beat you, Richard? Thanks, Richard. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Third and final reading.
I can do that.
Oh, I know, sorry, we need a motion to proceed,
Yeah.
and it has to be unanimous. All those, thanks, Bruce. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. And third and final reading.
I'll make that motion.
Thanks, Sean. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, development. Somebody wants to grab Dina? Morning.
Morning.
Well, the way it's going this morning, Dana, I'll just ask you, is there anything you'd like to add on your report?
Yes, actually, yesterday we had the 2 loads of manure that were required as a condition of our reclamation certificate for the pit on the northwest 2441-5 west of the 4th completed. So that pit has received its reclamation certificate July of 2025, had this condition that we had to, in conjunction with the colony, spread 2 loads of manure, and Public Works has completed that. So that pit is completely finished.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Good.
Okay, any questions or comments on the development report? Seeing none, does somebody want to make a motion to accept as presented? Oscar?
I can vote.
Thank you. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, we have an RFD for 5-year gravel pit reports.
So for our gravel pits that have codes of practice, every 5 years, it's a requirement by legislation that we do a 5-year report. We have 2 that are due in 2026. And so I'm just asking that you keep in mind that there's other options, so just approve the expense amount so we can proceed with this legislative requirement.
Okay, any questions or comments? If not, somebody want to make the motion to?
I can do it.
Thanks, Garnet.
Sorry, Bruce. It's okay.
So Garnet made the motion to go with option 1. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Just try and stay in the weed.
Thanks, Dana.
This one's yours, Bruce.
Okay, approval of pay sheets.
I'll do that.
Thanks, Richard. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
I'm not sure what's going on that
Yeah.
side of the
You gotta be quick, Bruce. You gotta be quick,
It's a
apparently.
full moon.
Yeah.
We're leaving adjournment for you, Bruce.
No, I'm fine with that one.
Okay, committee reports. We're starting with the Wainwright Sea Cleaning Plant.
Nothing to report.
No
Haven't had
meeting
a-
or anything?
We haven't had a meeting yet.
Okay. No, that's fine. That happens. Edgerton Sea Cleaning Plant.
Yeah, we had a meeting, not much has been going on. We went through our budget process, and also we had a meeting with the accountant in early November.
Okay, thanks, Richard. FCS.
Robin?
Yes, dear. We had our org meeting, new members were introduced. We are attending the FCSS AA conference in Edmonton, November 26th to 28th. Infrastructure-wise, they've had furnace issues for 3 days while we were away in the city, so it got chilly. I don't know.
Got fixed.
Hope so. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Thanks. Battle River Foundation.
We had our organizational meeting last night, which was interesting. But I guess I'm the chair of that, and Will is the vice chair. And other than that, we didn't have a one, so we can talk about that for the next meeting.
Okay. Well, congratulations. East Central 911.
On November 12th, Next Generation 911 came into effect, so they did the switch over. They are having no problems. This is a new way of communicating, I guess. And then the council for the AFRAX should be here in December, so.
Good.
In the town and I think the MD fire departments all have their radios now. They were ordered and I think they're all there now, aren't they?
So is the plan to wait till all the departments have their radios before
I
they
think
switch over?
the departments are training with them now, so.
Okay.
And then they have a council if they need it, so it'll work for now. And then they'll put the new one in when they get it.
Back in service. Good. Community Health Foundation. Oh, sorry.
Did we mention Wainwright Landfill?
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah.
did. Yes, we did. Wainwright Landfill. Sorry.
Yeah, we had a meeting last night, and Will is a chair still, and I'm vice chair. We are looking for a new used truck, because our old one we have is got a little bit of knock to it in the engine. And they're gonna go around to all bumper to bumper, Midwest and all them, to put in a box or collection for lithium rechargeable batteries, so they don't end up in the landfill. And land discussion on the old museum. I think we own it now, right? Yeah. Anything else, Robin?
I don't know if that's through land titles yet, was it?
No.
No.
Yeah.
So it's
It's in
just still,
process.
Yeah.
still in the, yeah.
And we signed a new lease for the land agreement just to the south there. There's 100 plus acres, so.
Okay.
Excuse me. And the town owns that already, right?
No.
No.
The landfill does, right?
Oh, the landfill
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
And then they signed a 3-year mattress agreement. I had some concerns with, they are charging you to take your mattresses, but please don't throw them in the ditch. It's only $25 and,
Yeah.
25 a mattress?
yeah. And then the C-can gets stuffed, they come and pick it up. It's, nobody's
So did-
making any money. It's the cost to get the C-can hauled away, but it prevents issues with the cats and the big equipment that are rolling over mattresses that never biodegrade and causes a lot of trouble for our machinery.
Yeah, the springs in a mattress, they're just wreck stuff on
Bless
the
you.
cat and tracks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys passed a motion to charge $25?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
For-
been in effect for a while.
Yeah, and they're on a 3-year.
So we can expect to start picking them up outside of town and in the ditches again.
Yeah, you will.
We
No,
already
that's,
are.
that's been there for quite a while, that $25 fee.
It's been there for 2 years
About
now.
a
Couple
year
years
and a
at
half.
least.
We're in swamp mattresses right now.
Year and a half.
I know Peterson.
That's about it, Mike.
Okay, thank you for that, Richard and Robin.
Who is paying attention?
Richard and Roger.
Wainwright Health Foundation,
Nothing much to report, everything as usual. The big plans are now for the gala coming up with that anyway. The executive was all the same. All the same.
no changes there.
No change there. What's that?
Is it you?
Yeah, I think, I don't think Garnet has his mic on, so they're trying to get him so we can hear him. But that's fine. No, that's good. Any questions on the, what's the theme of the gala again this year?
Oh, geez, it just.
Just, no, that's fine.
Yeah,
Under the sea,
under the sea or something like that, yeah.
yeah.
Can't quite follow that one, but.
I don't need to know.
Okay,
I'm not wrong.
Northern Lights Library,
That's me. We have a Zoom meeting Friday. It'll be,
on Friday, okay. And Wainwright Economic Development.
Next meeting's December 15th, so nothing from the last one.
Okay. Motion to accept the committee reports. Oscar,
was
Oscar got it.
I'm keeping my hands down here.
all those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, need a motion to go into closed session. Thanks, Richard. You got the invoice there. Thank you. Invoice number.
Yeah, right.
Okay, are we good? Okay, need a motion to come out of closed session. Bruce? Oh, yeah. Yes, thank you, Bruce. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. And I need a motion to pay for invoice number 595109 from Brownlee LLP for a total of $1753.45. Thanks, Richard.
I wanted to do that, Bill. Never mind.
Thanks, Richard. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. One more motion. Sean? Sean adjourns.